Time to start. Never mind. Let me just okay. Okay, so here's the video. Here's the video that I want to try to follow. It's by this guy named Super Simple Dev, and and it's like 6 hours
Did
long.
you know kids' milestones start from their gifted brains? Nurture it with ProMilk to help fuel the forebrain.
Welcome to the complete HTML and CSS course. In this course, we're going to learn how to build websites from a beginner to a
Actually, let me organize my folders real quick. So let me turn this off. Uh, okay, I'm gonna unpin a lot of my stuff. Unpin from quick access. Hmm. CSS programming. Web projects. Okay, I'm gonna go HTML and CSS full course. Okay, there we go. Let me unpin this guy. So it's okay. I'm gonna turn on my display capture now. I feel like it doesn't really matter. CSS, HTML and CSS. All right, let's just watch the video.
professional level. And by the end of this course, we're going to build youtube.com. Now, you don't need any previous coding or technical experience. This course is designed to be your first step to becoming a software engineer. We're going to start from the very basics of HTML and CSS and build our way up step by step. And along the way, we're going to learn all the major skills that we need to create websites at a professional level. You can find the different sections of this course below the video here and here. And after each section, I'm going to give you a bunch of exercises that you can do on your own.
I'm gonna lower the volume because so I don't get in trouble and uh I don't know. But I need to learn it, like hear it, right? Yeah. Only I need to hear this stuff. It's not like anyone's watching, so it's fine. Ooh. So having 100 exercises, I'd want to be able to like go. I want to make a counter actually. Let me let me let me do that. Where was it? All right. Let me. I'm just gonna challenge chat HTML CSS HTML/CSS challenge exercise. Exercise 0 out of 100. There we go. Can I see it? All right. No, I'll just have to like make it visible. There we go. Um, let me move it here real quick. Maybe over here. There we go. No. HTML. Actually, let me change the text for that to be an ampersand to make it work. Okay. HTML CSS exercise 0 to 100. Let's go. So there are 100 exercises. So I'm just going to count it over here, and I'll see how far I can go with this. Taking notes. Okay, let me check the description over here. Where is it? Wait, where is it? Oh, here it is. Hmm. Oh, it's only 19 pages. Let me scroll real quick. Let me scroll down. Okay. So it's kind of like a cheat sheet basically. And I guess I could use this while I'm doing the exercises. So I'll look forward to that. Oh wait, let me just try to check my notepad. Okay, there we go. Let me just open a new tab in my notepad. Uh, let's say okay. I'm just exiting a lot of stuff in notepad because a lot of this stuff uh is just hmm, more yeah, a lot of these stuff that I have in notepad are just random shit that I don't want you to see. Yeah, actually, streaming is actually pretty good because I get to practice improvising on how I should talk. And I mean, hopefully, like the way I'm talking right now isn't really that loud. And hopefully, someone's like, kind enough to see. All right, I'm gonna save this. And I'm gonna log uh web project, HTML and CSS full course, um progress time logs, and then I'm gonna save that. And here we go. Okay, wait, let me check if someone seems to like really message me. Okay. Okay, let me turn on display capture again. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna download this. Um, fine, I'll put in my downloads and I'll just open it here. Okay. We can skip this part because they already have this stuff. Okay. Skip 5 seconds. Okay. I'm gonna put it over here. Oh, whoops. My bad. Okay, let me open Visual Studio Code. Let me show that over here. I'm gonna open okay, HTML CSS full course. Let me drag you, please. Okay, I'm gonna drag this over here. Now it's an empty folder, and I get to make this. Finally.
So as I mentioned,
Website. Yep, it does autocomplete. Uh-huh. Okay, I'm gonna write hello. Uh-huh. Yes, I see. Okay. So if that's how you want me to do it, okay, never mind. No, that's the wrong one. Here. Okay. Okay. Website. Oh, never mind. Uh, show more options. You know what? I'm gonna set my default browser to set Chrome as your default browser. Yes, please. Uh, default Chrome. Set default. Thank you. Also Chrome by default. Thank you very much. Okay. I don't think I was supposed to show that, but whatever. It's not like anyone's gonna care, no one's watching. Um, okay. So if I open this website, yeah, there it is. Hello. I'm happy with myself. Thank you. All right, let me minimize that. So I assume I all I have to do is refresh the page so I can see. So all I have to do is refresh the page so I can see what improvements I've already added. It's okay. Let's go.
nice.
Uh-huh. Yep, it's an instruction right there. Ads. Nobody cares. I don't like how it's 6 seconds. I'm so glad I closed the audio for this thing. But yeah. Uh-huh. Okay, new instruction. Okay. Paragraph tag. Okay. It does autocomplete. Paragraph of text. Okay. Let me refresh. Oh, it's there! Holy shit, it reflects it. I feel like a child learning. I feel like a caveman discovering fire. Okay, let's keep going.
I can see that.
Okay. Okay, it's telling. Okay, okay, it's telling me to reverse the order. So I'll cut it over here and I'll paste it here. And if I save that and refresh the page, oh my gosh! Man, that's so cool. I can make Facebook now. So so I guess that means I can make Facebook now.
Because again,
Okay, so these are called HTML. So anything like this is called an element. Uh-huh. That's syntax. Uh-huh. Yep. Hmm. Okay, so if I break the syntax and I save it and I try to refresh the page again, it's not going to show up because it's wrong. But re if I fix it and I refresh it again, it's it's back. All right. I'm doing something right. It rolls up and down. Uh-huh. Yep. I see. Hmm. Yes. It's the content inside the button. It's open tag, a closing tag, and it's content inside the paragraph. Yep. Okay. Wait. Before we go any further, I'm just gonna turn off display capture and we're gonna try to search what the tech stack of a certain application is. What uh, does Django and Vue.js? Hmm. Okay. Uh, okay. Let me fix that back into place. Um, I have to learn a lot of shit basically. I need to know how to do back end stuff, and then app stuff, web, web stuff. So it's a app, mobile app, web app, and then desktop app, and pretty much anything in front. Okay. For mobile, I plan to learn how to use Flask, but I don't know. I guess like I'll learn how to use it like sometime later down the line. It's more of just a passion project thing. With Python though, I need to learn how to. Python is more for the backend stuff. I want to learn how to use like Django. Okay, let me exit this and let me turn on my display capture again, and I'll just continue. Yes, I can. Uh-huh. Yes. Okay. Anchor. So Anchor is a link to another website. Link to YouTube. Okay. Let me try that over here. Link to YouTube. Nope, yep, doesn't do anything at all. Okay. href. Uh-huh. What's next? Okay. I guess I'll be copying the URL of YouTube and then I'll paste it here. Okay. So I guess that means if I refresh this, now it's a link to YouTube. That's so cool. Let me go back. All right. So it works. That's actually pretty cool. Okay. Disclaimer though. I already technically know this stuff, but taking it from the ground up and seeing like trying to learn it from the ground up and seeing how and remembering how amazing it actually is and seeing the possibilities of what you can build based on the small stuff, it really makes you it really gives you this cathartic feeling of okay, there's so much that I can learn. So yeah, I guess that's all. And now I don't care. I'll actually try to explore what I can uh let's just go to let's just go to Twitch. No, I'm gonna try like watching myself to see if like or like see the software and game development field. Okay, there's so many other people. Um, well, I'm not fully confident with opening a webcam yet because, quite frankly, I don't have hair, and I feel sad about that, honestly. But I'll gain some confidence pretty soon. Yeah, JavaScript, Next View, Project Home, Hot Godot Summer, I don't care. Okay. Go back to your next one. Okay, no matter what, from now on, I'm not gonna pause because I keep like distracting, and it forces me to like, pay attention to what I need to learn. I'll have to write this down. Okay, I know I just said that I wasn't gonna pause, but I need to write this stuff down. Oh, it's already July. July 1, 2025, and it's currently Tuesday. Wednesday. All right, let's see what we can do. What's this? All right, this is an element href and then link.com, and then I will text and then forward slash, and then this whole thing is an element. This is an attribute name. Attribute is the whole thing. Well, why am I writing
You
this?
can also have
There's no point. Fine. No more writing stuff now. Okay, what does target do? Target is equal to blank. Okay. So if I refresh it, uh, it just leads me to where it is normally. But
now
okay.
this
Oh, okay. That's interesting. I never knew that. So underscore blank for target makes it open to another tab. So, okay, saved it. Link to YouTube. Yeah! Oh my gosh. Huh, the more you know. I feel like gonna have a lot of these tiny light bulb moments and it's all gonna add up. I like this. I will write this down. Dot underscore blank. Blank opens a new tab. Underscore blank opens a new tab. All right, let's keep going. Okay, so every element has their own types of attributes, and they allow you to modify the HTML elements however you want. Good to know. Good to know. Okay, so if I add a lot of space and I refresh the page, it doesn't really change anything. So what now? Ooh. So if I want some extra space, you're just gonna ignore me. Ha ha! Oh, so if I need some extra space, you're gonna ignore me. So if I need extra space, you're gonna ignore me. Understood. Okay. So adding space doesn't really like make it look like it has space. All right. I'll keep it in mind for now. I'm gonna turn off the counter first because there doesn't really seem to be any exercises yet. Uh-huh. Yep. New line doesn't do anything. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. So it gives more flexibility to read the code. So you can like modify how it looks, but it doesn't really affect how it renders in the website. In the web page, I mean. It doesn't really change how it gets rendered in the web page. Nice. I'm gonna lower the volume. Two spaces per indent? Um, no thank you. I like my I kinda like my I kinda like my HTML elements indented for spaces. It's a bit more consistent, I guess. I like it that way. I'm not gonna change that at all. Okay, okay, I'm hovering over to see what else I can like anticipate. Wait, is that true? How many spaces to indent in HTML? But using 2 to 4 spaces, four is a valid number. You don't have to make it two. It doesn't have to look weird. Okay. It doesn't have to look weird. Okay. Here comes exercises. Um, well, he said like 100 exercises, right? So I guess I'll show it over here on the top. Um, create a button with the text click inside. Okay. Um, that's not that hard. Create a button. Okay, I just have to modify this with click, and then refresh. There it is. Next. Shit. Okay, next. Create 2 buttons with your name in one and your favorite food. Okay, let me make another. Uh, Box. Create two buttons, one with your name. I'm gonna put my name, and then I'm gonna put my favorite food, which is spaghetti. Oh shit, bad syntax. Okay, never mind. Spaghetti. Spaghetti. There we go. Alright. Create a paragraph with the text hello world inside. Okay. Paragraph of text. Let me copy paste you. Um, hello world, and then create a paragraph below the previous paragraph and write something you did today. Okay. Hello world. I'm trying to code some HTML. All right. Um, I guess that's enough. So if I go over here to my website, okay, there's the click one, there's my name, and there's spaghetti. Hello world, I'm trying to code some HTML, link to YouTube, and it opens it in a new tab. This is pretty good. All right, I feel achieved. I feel that sense of dopamine. I did something, and I'm 17 minutes in. I am going to be a world-class programmer. Okay, I'm gonna turn off okay, I'm gonna turn this exercise. Okay, I am now up by one. I am now up by one. This is nice. This is great. All right. So that's lesson one. I mean, does that count as four exercises? Hmm. But okay, let me count actually. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I guess that counts as four exercises. So I guess I'll put 4 out of 100. So 4 out of 100. I doubt that there's going to be like 25 sections of like different things. I did four different stuff. So it's valid enough. Too practical. Nope, I don't need to pause the video. Okay. Uh, he says he has more exercises. Uh, super simple dev. Wait, super simple dot dev, right? HTML full course. Never mind. I don't have that much money. I'd rather learn it for free. Uh, create a link, Google or similar website for your country. Link to google.com. I mean, I can just do that right now. Make a link from a previous exercise, open in a new tab. Um, okay. So create a link to google.com. Okay, all I have to do is like change this. H-A-ref. Okay. And then I just have to make this like Google, right? Google.com. There. Let me go here to the website. Link to okay, link to Google. Let me rename that. Link to Google. Let's go. And then refresh, open it. There we go. It opens Google. All right, that's another one down. If make the link from the previous exercise open a new tab. Copy this design using HTML. The link goes to Amazon.com. Okay. Using HTML. Actually, wait, how do I do this? What does it want me to do? Make the link from the previous exercise open in a new tab. Oh yeah, it already opens in a new tab. There's nothing else I need to change. Try to copy this HTML design. All right, I guess I'll have to make like a new, okay. Amazon underscore basic dot HTML. Okay. Uh, so it seems like it's an anchor tag. It says back to Amazon. Okay, let me Amazon, and then This is, I think it's like paragraph. Okay, it's a paragraph. Just paragraph stuff. Nike black running shoes. And then I just have to copy paste. Bap, bap, change the text. Dollar 39 hyphen in stock, and then over here, free delivery tomorrow. And then okay, let me go button, add to cart. Then if I copy them right next to each other, will that make them right next to each other? That's the question. Uh, let me open this Amazon Basic. Oh yeah, it does. But what if I break the line? What if I do it like that? Does it make them go under each other? Oh, it just adds a space, but it's right there. Oh right, I didn't. Oh wait, I still can't click on it. Well, let me fix that real quick. Okay, hrgf equal to. Let me search Amazon.com to continue shopping. Okay, Amazon.com. So I just have to copy that, paste it, close it, and then I also make it like target target equals blank underscore blank. So it opens a new tab. Okay. Now, if I go over here, Amazon Basic, yeah, and that's what. Okay, now it's a link. Okay, now it's a link. Okay, now it's a link. Let me try to open it. Let's go. It actually works. Okay, let me close this now. All right. That's two more exercises, 4, 5, and 6. So I can change the okay, 6 out of 100 challenges. Let's go. Okay, CSS basics. Let's go. Copy the code you write in this course in the description. I don't care. I'm writing it myself. All right, let's see. Okay, we're going to be learning cascading style sheets. Uh-huh. Really? That's an actual link now? Okay. Super simple dev. Wait, what was the link? Supersimple.dev. Okay. Supersimple.dev slash exercises slash buttons. There we go. Oh, okay. So we make it like that. So I guess the goal is to make the buttons look like these. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's watch how to do that. Oh, wait, actually, let me first compile them together. Uh, one HTML basics, basics, because I'm basing the folder name off the timeline name. So, you know, let me let me copy this, drag them, drag them here, move. All right, there we go. Let's move on to the next one, which is CSS basics. All right, no, no, no. Out here, move. All right, there we go. Yeah. All right, let's make a new file. No. Okay. Buttons.html. Okay. Let's close the other ones. And okay, I'll close this for now. How many spaces do indent? Okay. All right. Let me open my buttons. Okay. It doesn't really show anything yet because it's blank, but that's where you start. And now, okay. hmm Thank you, autocomplete. Actually, let me close these a little bit. Buttons. Subscribe. Subscribe and lick. There it is. Nice. Uh-huh. Okay, style over here. Style. Okay. This is like uh okay. Um yeah, background, the color, and then we can call it red, semicolon. hmm Hmm. Okay, that's a selector. So there's a name for it. It's called selector. I usually call it just the name of the element, but I guess selector makes a lot more sense. Okay, okay, we're changing what CSS property of the HTML element we're editing. And that's the value of the CSS. hmm Yep. Actually, I haven't checked what it actually looks like. Let me see that. Oh, it's red. Okay, it's doing really good. How many more? How long? How much longer? Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. So to change the color of the text, we just use color, and then we go white, semicolon. Save, refresh. There we go. Now it's white. That's gonna make a lot of people happier. Okay, we apply the styles one by one. Mm-hmm. Okay, now it's time to set the border. Okay, border none. Let me try that. Border, then it's none. So I can remove the border. Again, all making a lot of people happy. Alright. Yes, that's right. Mhm. Okay, so change the style one by one until you reach the desired. Okay, okay. Height is 50 px. Height is 50 pixels. All right. Me. Okay, it made it bigger. That's pretty cool. Yeah. From what I heard, HTML actually has like its own, uh, it has like a standard pixel size. So it actually makes it a lot better to like standardize the size of the pixel. So I guess it is what it is. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's how high it is. That's how tall it is. Okay. He changed it to 30. So if I okay, he's gonna change it back to 30. Okay, I thought he would do 40. Okay, 36. Stop juking me, bro. There we go. Mm-hmm. Lots of trial and error. Okay, time to do the width now. 100 px. I know this is gonna look long. Okay, actually, actually, it's already pretty decent. I mean, it looks similar. You know, like if we compare it here, um, I guess like overall it does look small, but it's more or less the same size. 105 pixels. All right, I'll try that. Um, okay, let's see. Refresh. You know, I'm just gonna watch until he sticks to one size. Okay, finally, background color. Also, you're just gonna cheat, pretty much. We're just gonna make it slightly darker. Um, I think that's as dark as it is. Okay. All right. Let me. I'm not even gonna check it immediately. Hmm. Okay. Can I select the tab, please? Please? Does it still respond? Browser, why did you stop responding? Okay, there we go. Finally. Okay. Let me refresh. Okay, it's a lot darker now. I don't like how dark it is. Let me up it up a little bit again. Um, it's a little too dark. Maybe here. Okay. Save over here. All right, not so bad. Next. Right. Hmm. Okay, I'm checking how long each part is going to be. I'm more excited to learn about like the layout stuff. So display property. I'm trying to see, is there like flexbox in there? Flexbox and grid is what I actually want to learn. Okay, there it is. Nested layout techniques, CSS grid, flexbox. Okay. Nested flexbox, CSS position. Okay, this is like the good stuff right here. This is the good stuff right here. This is where you like actually learn how to lay out the elements properly and understand a bit more about UI design. And I want to get to here because I never really got to fully fully realize my skills in this kind of thing. Display the div element, images and text boxes. Okay, here it is, text styles. All right, you know what? Let's keep going. Actually, I want to see how long I've been streaming. Uh, let me turn this off real quick. Display capture. Let me let me go to my account. Twitch.tv. Uh, stream summary. Um, stream duration. Okay, so I've been streaming. Okay, stream manager. I'm just looking at how long I've been streaming. Is there like a timer over here? Uh, I can't even see where. Okay, there it is. The session has been 59. I guess I am starting to feel tired. Um, I'll do this tomorrow morning. Okay. Oh wait, no. I'll finish this lesson first. At least this lesson. I'm going to power through this lesson and not pause it. Right. So after I'm done with this, I'm going to do the exercises and I'm going to call it a day. Um, if I finish 45, that's like less than like I don't know what the percentage is. Okay, I know what RGB is. I can skip that. Okay, all right. Yeah, I don't care. That's UI stuff. I can hire a designer for this. What I really want is just how to program the website itself, how to program the experience, so that if I'm good at CSS, I can be better at like making. What was this? Yeah, I want to be better at like making tailwinds. All right, I forgot to turn on my OBS. Oh, like my display capture back again. All right, there we go. All right, display capture is here. That creates a black color. Okay, it makes a black color up here. Uh-huh. Okay, ads. I'm just gonna wait for this to play out. Skip. I'm gonna power through like lesson number 2. How many more lessons are there actually? Okay, 17 lessons in total. So I'm 2 out of 17. There will be, after I'm done with this, there will be like 15 left. And hopefully I will have had lots of better, how do you say this? Better fundamental skills in HTML and CSS. And I'm going to turn on my lights because why not? Uh, there we go. Let's do this. Let us do this, guys.
Zoom in here. This part.
Activities. By the way, if y'all are wondering why I'm sitting through this, and even though I already know this stuff, it's not really about the skills and trying to skip over them. It's developing the discipline to just sit through a tutorial and, you know, listen through everything that the creator has to say. Okay, let me zoom in. See that? It's rounded corners. I'm proud of that. And the thing is, I wouldn't have learned about the it'll open in a new tab if I didn't have if I didn't have the patience and I just skipped over it and went immediately to like the CSS grid and CSS flexbox stuff because that's really the only stuff that I'm more that because that's the stuff that I'm more interested in. But yeah, patience is a virtue, and doing this stream is my way of practicing it. Uh, Besides, this is my first stream. I know it's not supposed to be perfect. I don't want it to be perfect. So yeah, let's do this.
Zoom back out.
Okay. Okay, we can change the cursor actually. Cursor. Pointer. What is it gonna look like now? Oh, okay. It turns into a hand with a finger on it. All right. So from basic to something more professional. All right. Let me reset this. All right. Does it look similar enough? I don't know. I hope. I think it also has something to do with like the text size, but I'll figure that out later. Let's go. So, mhm. Okay. We have to do like the new join another button. So button join. It's in capital, right? Okay. Because it shares the same style. We're gonna have to add like identifiers on them. Uh, like more specific selectors. We're gonna have to give them more specific selectors here. I'm glad he used class instead of ID because class feels a bit more, how do you say this? More flexible. I'm also gonna do this class. Okay. Subscribe. Okay. Okay. And then I'm gonna join button, I assume. Okay. Okay. Dot subscribe dash button. Okay. So if I save that and okay, there we go. Woohoo. Okay. So you can just apply like similar classes so that they can share the same class, but they don't have to be like the same. Uh-huh. Okay, ads again. I'll wait for this to play out. Uh-huh. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go over here. Dot join button. I don't need to do space, but I guess I'll do space. Okay. Background color white. Then, uh border dash color. Why are you making it blue? So blue. Okay. Just make it slightly lighter. Okay. I guess that's get some here. Okay. Okay, border. Wait, why didn't it? Why? What happened? What's wrong? Why does it have that? Well, I have. Well, I don't have border color and then background color. Wait, yeah, but I border color. I made it. Okay. Oh, join button. I didn't do it right. Okay, I spelled the class name wrong. But now, there we go. Oh, but it has those like stuff. It has like a lower in the lower part it's darker, but in the higher part it's lighter. I guess it does give a bit of a 3D effect, but I wanna do it the right way. How do I do it? Tell me, bro. Okay, border style solid. Okay, so if I reset, there we go. It's a solid color. And I guess the next one is going to be border radius. Or wait, border width, I think. There we go. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they are pretty self-explanatory, I guess. So, is that enough? 1px. I'll I'll trust you. Okay. Color. Okay. Okay. What else? No. Okay. Okay. There's 6px. Width. Make it like slightly smaller. It does 60. All right. Border radius. Radius. 2 pixels. Okay. Cursor. Pointer. Nice. Margin. All right, margins. Yeah. Margin is the one on the outside, padding is inside. Okay, fine. Okay, margin. Right. How much do you put, bro? Okay, 8 pixels. Like it don't wanna be too close to each other. 8 pixels apart because they're not gay. Okay, then sweet. Okay, I'm going to copy paste a lot of it, I guess, over here. Uh, sweet. I'm gonna. I guess I'll put the border. The I'm gonna get. Okay, border color. I feel like the only thing I have to change is. ah, Come on. Let's just. Okay. No need. No need. Okay. Another ad. Let it play out. Can't even skip this one. They're all like 6 second ads. Well, at least he's getting his money's worth. Good for him. Okay. Okay. Come on. Okay. I'm trying to like just follow the whole thing. I bet no one's watching really. So like, uh-huh. Color is white. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Borders none. border none. Okay, height is also 36. Uh-huh. Yep, that's right. Come on, keep loading. Okay, border radius. How much do you make the border radius to be? Uh-huh. You just double it each time. Oh, okay. Half the height or width. So half of 36 is 15 plus 3, 18. Okay, that makes sense. So if I oh shit, my bad. Haha. This is a genuine mistake. Um, okay, I'll turn this back to 2. I'll turn you to 18. You sneaky little shart. There we go. What else, actually? Oh, oh, okay. So did I make it too wide then? Okay, I made it too wide. So you're go back to being 62. You become 70. I will give you a margin dot right of 8 pixels as well to match the other person. And then I'm going to make your text style. Okay, I don't, okay. What is the, how do you make it bold? I don't need border color because I put border on. Shit. Oh, font weight. My bad. Font weight bold. There we go. So now it's over there. Yes. It actually shows it properly. I'm proud of this. Yeah. It actually matches it pretty well. Okay, let me not zoom in too hard. Yeah, it's close enough, I guess. But nice. I feel like this just has a different like HTML render or something. But I'm happy with this. Dang. Dang. All right. Okay, let's see what the exercises are. Aha. Font size 15 px. Uh, there is technique to copy size exactly with there's a technique to copy size exactly for HTML TML elements parentheses other than eyeballing. Okay. Uh-huh. Fair enough. Cursor. Okay. Nice. Ugh, I'm tired, but I want to get this over with. Mhm. Okay, made it bigger. It actually works. Mm-hmm. Yep, that is good enough. Okay, why did it freeze? Oh my gosh. Okay, it didn't like freeze that hard. Okay, let's go. This is the where this is where the shit comes down. Ooh, okay. So create new files like 2A, 2, 2A, 2B. I guess I'll 2A Uber, 2A Uber. Okay, 2A. Okay, exercises 2A. You know what? I'm gonna use okay, exercises. Exercises dot HTML. I'm going to cheat a little bit and I'm gonna use like I'm actually curious when does he use like doc type? Oh, the HTML structure. Okay. So he gets into like the very fundamental stuff, transitions, shadows, text styles, and then he goes into the HTML structure more. Okay. Um, okay, so after I do this, does he start immediately to the next challenge? Okay. Okay, and then he has this. All right. And then challenge exercise is 2F, and then 1G. Hovers, transitions, shadows. Okay, those are the. I'm going to put this at a. Right. Okay. Okay. 4423. That's the log. Part one. Lesson one and two. Okay. How do I actually do this? All right. July 1, 2024. 25. 25 Tuesday. Tuesday. Um, lesson one and two. And two. Two. What's this? Basics, and basics and CSS. Says basic HTML. Okay, and then timestamp. I'm gonna put shit 44 minutes and 23 seconds in. Okay, I'm just gonna put like an equal arrow. There we go. Nice. So this is where we left in. Um, what do I tasks to do? Need to finish uh exercises before moving on moving to lesson 3. There we go. Okay, I guess we can call this a stream right now. Okay, I guess I can call it a day. I'll continue tomorrow and hopefully a lot more, doing a lot more. But yeah, I actually had a lot of fun doing like all this basic stuff, just following a tutorial and revisiting the basics. I wish I did this a month ago, but you know, it's never too late to start now. So yeah, I think that's all. Um, I guess that's it. I'm gonna go now.